Okay, I appear immediately to not be on screen. There I am. Yes, sort of. Maybe. Having trouble. Why can't you see me? Ugh. There we go. Right, good. There, fixed. Fixed. So, hopefully you can hear me and now also see me. Hooray. Marvellous. Welcome to a short and impromptu... a sub. Thanks, the realistic witch. You're the best. Completely from now. So welcome to a short but impromptu Codafying, a stream in which we talk endlessly about the LARP that we do, and actually probably a bit of evolution. We're going to talk a little bit about the hall, and it was pointed out to me today that we should probably do some more talking about things like the chicanery events that we do as well, and have a pod about them. And I thought, maybe we should amalgamate those into one. So I know that there's not going to be many people online right now watching this. I'm hoping, though, that people watch it back later. And it's mostly me today. There's no mic, so it's just my big head on screen. Check out my big head. And all of these marvellous toys that surround me in my office. Mostly Doctor Who related, as you can see. But yes, so codifying and stuff. And I made a short list of things that I wanted to talk about, so I'm going to get on with that. Firstly, the upcoming event. Next weekend we have event zero of Coda. That's going to be I've completely forgotten what we call it now. We gave it a name. It was like a New Horizon. I think it's a New Horizon. So season 1 of New Coda is called New Horizon, and it's event 0 of that one, and there will be 6 more events after that. And in event 1, we are laying the groundwork for a new world that you're going to be like wandering into. Oh, new world, sexy. And you'll be setting up groundwork, learning what's going on, and prepping yourselves up for the rest of the year. The rest of the events that I put out today, they kind of don't really give you any information other than it's the next event, event 1 of the New Horizon, season 8 million of ROC. Because obviously we don't know what we're going to do. So the people that go on the first event will poke things and learn things. And then we're going to go straight into a few weeks later, an event at the hall, which I'm just going to quickly look up in my book of event stuff, which is in May on the 20th, Saturday. And at that event, it will kind of carry on in the hall. You'll be in character if you want to come to that, and you'll be able to decide what the flavour of the next Woodland event will be, and then we'll kind of post it up and we'll keep going from there. We've already spoken to you loads about how we want to do the dilemmas and diplomacy stuff, where you get options. We want to send our downtime guys to go and investigate the weird goings on over there, or should we do it? Or shall we go and meet the ambassadors from the people? Or should we get our DPCs to that? And, that kind of thing as you go through the game. So posted up today. I am going to have to really sadly inform you that there's going to be no action so far on the path. We have spoken to a person that's going to come in and fix it. They're really keen to come in, dig out all the clay, put some aggregate down, and get things sorted. They're going to put in a car park for us. We've got loads of positive feedback from them. They are super keen. We had to really hassle them to get to the stage of going like, yeah, cool, we'll come and help it out. And now they're hassling us because we are trying to get the other site owners to come on board and go, yep, that's really cool, which initially they did, but now we're not kind of getting any kind of real traction on that. But we will keep trying. We will keep buggering on with that particular aspect. And we promise you, as soon as we can get it done, we'll throw money at the people and we'll get that path happening. So it's going to be a walk if you're coming, but it's going to be a walk up the easy path. The last time we did this event, we kind of went up and down the easy path quite a lot, and we were worried we were going to damage it. But this time we won't have to do that because the kit is already on site. I've got to carry some stuff up next week, but not much. And so you players should be able to, crew should just be able to kind of wander up the easy path and come straight into the site. And it's not slogging through mud. It's just a walk. It's just a nice walk through the woods on a normal path, like you would back in the old days, back at Hutwood. And the crew will be about to help you carry your kit because we've already done our bit. So we did it last time. So we'll be there to help you move things around, and it should be nice and easy. And all the timings for that will go out probably at the beginning of next week. We will let you know what we're thinking on that front. So that's next week. I've been asked to talk a little bit about kind of how the format of the event will work for you. So Friday night, if you're coming for the whole weekend, there'll be some intensive role playing, some stuff going on around the fire. There's going to be things, people. Be a lot of groundwork laying for the event, maybe a little bit of combat, depending on the lighting situation and whether we've hosed you down with monkeys. But those things are kind of get there, getting kit, light kit, and then get on with the game, just role playing, that kind of stuff. Saturday's going to be like full on shebang. So if you're coming for just the one day, Saturday's the whole woo, everything is happening, and we'll kind of be pushing on like it would be a normal event, you know, kind of like the whole going out doing skits, dealing with character quests, that stuff, you know how we run events. Why am I even beginning to try to explain that to you? But yeah, so, and I've been asked what a day ticket is. The day ticket is like 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock ish, not the evening thing, because the evening thing has rituals and rites and stuff attached to it. And the people that are paying for the weekend get that as well. And then Sunday morning will be kind of like desperate need to go and do stuff, quickly run off and do a little skit, do a little thing, get stuff together, and then we should be finishing up and be able to walk off site at midday. And that should lead us nicely into the next hall event, which is on the Burgundy of France. The next hall event is on the 17th. There you go. I've got it down as the 17th of there you go, 17th of June. So yeah, and then the same thing happens. You know, you come away from the next event, you're like, oh, stuff has happened, and oh, exciting. And then you make a decision for the next event, and on it goes, on and on and on like that, forever and ever, ever more. So yeah, that's kind of how it's going to work. We've been looking at things like resource sliders and how we're going to make those, and I think we've kind of come to a solution. It may involve Lego. Let's definitely talk of Lego at one point, but that's a bit too exciting. But so if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's back to the older descriptions we've been giving out of the dilemmas and how you manage your resources, and the voting actions that you'll take to kind of go, oh, do we really want to spend all of our like food to give to these poor people that have nothing? Yeah, that's kind of, so we've been working on those, so that's good. Anyway, yeah, so just babbling now about, because I'm here on my own. Usually this is why there has to be someone with me, because I just talk for hours, and I can't talk for hours because I've got a council meeting this evening at the hall, because that's my life now. My life is basically doing stuff relating to the hall, and probably organising you know, massive car boot sales and stuff, with of course the wonderful Holistic Witch. But this is what I do. So in, you know, like 10 minutes I've got to kind of run off. Not 10 minutes, in maybe 3 weeks, no, later, 7 o'clock maybe. Yes, I don't even know what time it is now. And yeah, so what was I talking about? The hall events, done that bit. Yes, all the events for this year are now out, all the way up till October. And please, if you're coming, because I've already had people stay, because I posted the thing going like, hey, look, it's the event next week. The event next week? I'm like, yes, we've only been advertising it for 5 months. If you're coming and you're crewing, please let us know. Don't just go like, oh, I just turn up, because we need to know we're feeding, how much food to bring. I don't want to carry loads of stuff up the path. So tell me, don't let me guess. And book yourself on. Please get on and book the Eventbrite tickets, even though it's for free. Just go and do it. God damn you. So we know what's happening. And if you expect a discount, you have to let us know. If you want a discount, you can have, if you're a Shining Star, if you've done anything for the system at all in the last years, and you think you should have at least £3 off the event, because that's an option, you know, option, £3. Tell us. And if you think that you should have a whole day free, or 10% or 20%, as the Shining Stars indicate on the website, then yes, go tell us. Equally, if you're a patron, go, I'm a patron, damn it, I pay good money to you every month. Where's my reward? Where's my money off my events? Tell us. Go, oi, can I have my thing? And then we'll go, yeah, sure, of course. Anyway, enough of that. I'm just going to get sidetracked again. So after the site spoke about events, I made a list that you don't want to see because it's draw all over it. So yeah, and I think that's everything I need to know. Talk about it next week. We'll post up. We'll send you an email out on Monday with timings and what you need to bring, and yeah, that's that. So next thing I've written down this list is chicanery hall things. So yeah, we've firstly just to kick off with the concepts of the upcoming halls. If you are not familiar, Plateford Village Hall, which is in Hampshire, is our location, which I'm going to a meeting with tonight for the Evil Council. And we run board game days. That we kind of set out last October to do a board game / chicanery kind of / chaos day thing in there. And we had a little award ceremony for LARPers, and we played some board games, and we did some quizzes. And people were like, we should do this again. So every month we've been going in there, and we started off just doing board games, and you should come for the board games. There's loads of them. Tons of board games. I could point at things, but they're board games or board games. And I've got hundreds of them, and they were playing. And we're doing some role playing now. We did some Cthulhu in the evening. But equally, if we look at the chaos front, of the LARPing front, we now have a lot of time dedicated to talking about your characters, but wandering into the hall, not to do any kind of gaming related things. I've dropped my pen, I have to pick up another one. Not to do any kind of no board games, no card games, no stuff, just to socialize, to buy a cup of tea from the tuck shop and grab a really nice chewy laces thing packet, and talk about their characters and where they're going, and spend some endeavor and talk about the personal plot. And that's happening a lot, and that's been really, really pleasant to see. And we kind of shook it up this week. We had a long chat in the orifice in the early part of the week, and we were like, we need to up this a bit more. So from the side of things of the gaming community, we are organizing our day into a more productive. We get some big campaign board games going on. We'll get a little bit more role playing in the corner going on in the evenings, and also getting the Blood Bowl League kind of a bit more settled, a bit more settled for the Blood Bowl League. And now we're going to start taking tally of scores on board games. So at the end of the year, we can go, who has done the best at Didgeridoo, which isn't a board game. Well, it might be a board game. Everything's a board game. Didgeridoo could be a thing, but I made it up. So, but Yak could be Yak, or Yak, great game Yak, although I didn't play it, but it looks really cool. Or Star Wars, you can't really count. No, that's bad choices. Or what's the game you point up? Arnak, Lost Ruins of Arnak. There we go. So stuff like that, and at the end there'll be a prize. It could be a fart in a bag, or it might be a nice hat, or possibly a trophy. Who knows? Or a medal. Unlike the medal. So yeah, so we kind of up the game with the board game side of things, the role playing side of things, and we wanted to do a bit more for LARPing. So we did one table of selling stuff. People bought like kit they didn't want to have. More Burgurth. Yeah, we did more Burgurth. People were like, oh, we've got some old LARP kit. Can we bring it along? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So we've had a bring and buy table. So if you've got old LARP kit you want to bring along, go like, I don't want this anymore. That's my player's voice. You can bring along, check on the table. You can just put a note on it. Please leave £5. Or however you want to run that, and you can sell stuff, or you can buy stuff if you want to buy stuff. And we've had some people that make bits and pieces. So if you're a kit maker, or I think that's probably the artist, whatever, you want to do anything there, you are more than welcome to use the table space. It is provided for you. And yeah, just go for your life. Go. Sorry, that's a bad term. I shouldn't say awful. Be barbarian about it. Just so yeah, we were doing that. We've got the green space outside, and we want to make good use of that. We might, maybe there's discussion. Maybe we'll take a tent. Maybe we won't. It depends on how we feel at the time, and whether we have one laying about. But if we do and it gets fixed and we bring the tent along, then we can do some of the role playing that we discussed in the hall in there. But if we don't, then we will certainly be using the green space for weapons practice. So, if you feel like you're a bit out of the loop with fightings and you want to get some fightings practice in, or maybe you just feel like, yeah, do you want to beat someone up? Weapons practice, we're going outside, we'll bring some of our kit down. You can bring your kit down, shield and sword. And if you feel a bit uncomfortable with how you fight, you can learn a bit better. And yeah, there was suggested some tournament stuff. I don't know if we do tournament stuff. Two of the big things that have been suggested as well are, if you are a parent with children and you are intending to come to board game day and you are out there and you are, with your children, then they can get a bit of LARP practice in. Maybe they can look at some LARPing stuff, and we might develop that from there. So some bits and pieces we want to do in the woods eventually for kids and LARPing, so we can kind of birth that in the hall. And someone suggested a tournament, but that's probably never going to happen, like a Theranos tournament. But I suspect that will never happen. But if there's a love for it and somebody else that isn't me wants to organise it, then go for life. That's one of the things that we definitely are providing with the hall, is our own set pieces, our own kind of stuff that we want to do. But if you want to suggest, can I come and hang glide? We can go no. But you might think of something more sensible than my brain. So yeah, you should give that a go. No one knows what I'm talking about. So yeah. The hall is going to become quite central and focal for a lot of the bits that we do, not just for ball games and stuff, but also for LARPing. I mean, we rank through there, so maybe more stuff that we can do. So yeah, you're thinking to yourself, why is he still talking? Because there's a few more things that we want to go over. So we, that's the hall. It's got the biggest car park in Hampshire. I should probably point that out for a hall anyway. We have not been idle. There is a load of stuff that we promised we would do in the first quarter of the year, and we did that. Up until March, we worked really hard getting everything ready for the last ever event, and doing a lot of updates to the mechanics and loads of stuff, loads of stuff. More than I thought we ever would. And touch on other stuff as well. Since we're going to try and make this about other bits and pieces. We finished our first Kickstarter bits and pieces, so we've got like a D&D game that we're thinking about Kickstarter. We're looking for people to ref that and play in that as play testers. That's exciting. But equally for the Coda stuff, we did a whole new sort of deal on how we're going to do magic and in the new world particularly, and all that is ready to come out. But we're holding off releasing a lot of the fluff updates and that kind of thing until after the first Event Zero, because we'll be surprised otherwise. Whoa, we already knew this stuff. But that kind of elicits a big website update, which is all of the plan for May. So the end of April we'll do the newsletter and send it out to the patrons and the Shining Stars with a lot of information in it, and then we're kind of just going to ice the cake, and we're going to update the website, and that's going to include new take on species, which is just the same before, but we had a lot of codifying episodes last year where I kind of went through the deep plot of them, and then people were like, can we not have this on the website? His voice again. And I was like, yeah, probably should do, really, because it's relevant, man. It's relevant. So we kind of updated them. Everyone's really pleased with how they've been rewritten. For example, there's a whole new front page about how the game works, and at the moment we're going through the archetypes, and they should be done maybe by the end of this week. And then the archetypes are not just going to be about the Royal Basin, the Six Duchies. They're going to be touching on all of the other nations of the old world, so that if you're starting a character from the old world, you've got a bit more kind of oomph behind you. I'm saying too much in this thing. Sorry, listeners / viewers. So all that's happening, and it's going to go up, and it's going to be on there, as is all the board game stuff and the role playing stuff. It's going to be a really big kind of shake up for the website all the way through May. So by the time you get to event 1/2/3, you'll be like, oh, we've had so many updates, and there'll be a hard manual. I was forced to do it, everyone. I didn't want to. They made me do it. Gosh, it was terrifying. But yes, there'll be a hard manual that you can download in PDF, and if you really want to print it out, I'll even sign it for you. If you really want. I don't know why you would. So that's going to happen. And there's two big things that are going with that are a new look at crafting, which is one of them. Obviously, that's not two big things. That's one thing. It's quite big. It's one thing. So we're basically reversed that process now. And we're going to talk a little bit about the app. Actually, probably is the first best thing to talk about. Once we've done all the rules, in there apparently. The tech team were like, yes, let's go, let's get involved. Mainly Blake, and started coding an app for our tablets and our phones and whatever, which would do stuff like draw cards, show you wound cards, and do all the other things that you need to do without having to carry that around, and having cool like steampunk-esque devices with you and that kind of thing, so you can walk into encounters and go, features please. And this is mainly because we don't want to waste paper. We're a very green company of people, and we want to be very much on board with the not wasting paper, not burning things, obviously fire, but not just for no reason. People. Well, maybe some people, like Nazis. But what was I talking about? Who knows? The brain, the app. Yes, that's the word. So it will do all the things you need to do that you don't want to fart about with carrying stuff around, whatever. You can just kind of whip it out, the app, and manipulate you get what I'm talking about. And the concept with crafting that we're going for now is, rather than kind of having to kind of fuck around and say to a ref, hey ref, I want to build a catapult made from these marmosets that I found in a hat. you basically kind of grab the app and go. Well, the intention is that you grab the app and go, hello app. I am wanting to build. I want to brew a potion that makes me immune to fear in the next encounter. And then you tell it what you think the mags are. I think because you'll get a bit of a guideline thing about this, and you'll be like, I think this will be 4 mags, and then the app will encourage you to give it materials, and it will generate a skill square, and you will get to do the skill square. This is a really short version, but the cool bit is that when it's finished, it will then transmit. Hopefully, it will because we can do this to a printer. Here it is. Here is the printer. This is the printer. It's like one of those like 90s printers you used to get for your not NES. That's that thing over there. Your Game Boy. And you'd go, Game Boy, print something out, and it'd be awful. But it's a receipt printer, so it can print words, and it will go, look at this thing they want to make, ref, and the ref can go, or they can tear the paper off because, going, that's absolutely no use to anyone. But they can then look at it and then go, okay, they want to do this. Oh, they're putting in far too many mags. Let's give it a bonus. Or they're putting not enough mags and it won't do that. And then they can basically then sign it off and send it back to the player like an aeroplane. Or they can give it to a crewman. Or if they really flubbed it, they can walk themselves. And the player can go, oh, cool, that's what my potion does. And they can stick it in their recipes book. And then they've got it because it's a sticker. These are stickers. It's so cool. And that's our only bit of paper then that we use. So that's exciting. And the ref can have one as well. Stick it in their recipe book. And then they can give it to everyone. Everyone's recipe book will contain this potion. And so that's kind of where we're going with crafting. And I've talked a little bit about the app. Ooh. So that's going to be hopefully available to us sooner rather than later. But unfortunately, our main lead guy that's doing the coding has gone to other things. Is out of work, not working, doing other stuff. Maybe 6 years or 2 weeks, one of those two things. So we're a little bit kind of behind on where we want to be with that. But it's coming. It's coming. In the meantime, we will have bits of paper that we'll have to burn. But it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So that's kind of where we want to be. And these things will be up on the website. And I'm just going around in circles now. And I imagine everyone stopped listening because it's been 25 minutes of me talking non-stop without a break. So I'm going to take a quick break to have a swig of this. It's pep. Glug, glug, glug. Ding. Oh, burp. So yeah, and the last thing I've got written down here is April updates. You probably wonder what that means. I wonder what that means. I wrote it like I don't know, 15 minutes ago. Well, no, about 25 minutes ago now, and I've completely forgotten exactly what April updates mean. So what have I got to update you on about April? I haven't already said. God knows. Quite frankly, I have no idea what I meant by April updates. I've just updated you on everything to do with April. So, I'm not sure. I think I may well be getting near the end of my nonsensical stream. So, I know there's only, realistically speaking, Kit out there, maybe a Holly, and then no one else. Is there? It's remember to buy tickets for the event. I think I covered that bit earlier, but I could be entirely wrong. Player or crew, go get your tickets. And there are the other 6 states up now on Eventbrite. Hey beans. I would go and look for the post. I put it in Codafying. There's a link that takes you to the Rising Egg House ordered events. Every ticket's on sale. You can go and get all of them. Don't forget your discounts. I'm sure I've still on that. Follow me on Instagram. I'm under Plague Metal. Yeah, I think that may well be it. Look at that, 4 minutes to 6. Any questions? Any questions from the floor? I don't think there's any questions. That would be weird. Oh. Okay, I think that's probably it then. Okay, so that kind of brings us to the end of the codifying session, which if Mike had been here, we probably would have gone a lot slower because I've been talking to Mike, taking breaks. But I just sped through it in my marvelous way. Hello, look at the speed with which I sped through it. And I think we're done. So, when this is done, I'll stick it up on places and you can watch it or you can't, whatever. But in the meantime, that's us, that's me, we're done. Thank you very much for watching. Those of you who did, and for those of you that are watching this in the future, and I'm now in the past, thank you for watching again, or later, or never. Who knows? This is the Wednesday night stream. That means that tomorrow we have a stream with Truers and whoever else turns up to do his Diggy Space Horse stream. That's the Deep Rock Galactic game, which I'm familiar with. I don't know why I'm saying it. It's the Deep Rock Galactic game. I've heard of this in fable and legend. I'm getting on board game. I kickstarted it. It should be here soon. I'm hoping it's here soon. Because I really want to play Diggy Space Horse the board game and print out. Well, get Gon's print miniatures out because it's like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So Truers tomorrow is here doing stuff. With gaming. Watch him. He's great. If you are a patron, or if, like Beans, kindly has given sub today, or you are a sub of this channel, subs of a kind, probably don't give us any money whatsoever, then thank you. Know that your money is going towards good causes, such as better mental health spaces for people, counseling, food for people that don't have food, and so on and so forth. The list is long. We are here to help. And if you are a person that needs help, not pointing at me, although I can see myself pointing at me. I do need help though. Then PM us, drop us a line, email us, Discord us. Oh, someone should do the thing about Discord, even though the only people here are already on Discord. Yeah, thanks. I should stop talking now. Although I'll probably still keep talking, but you won't be able to hear me. Thank you very much for watching. I love you all very much. Take care of each other.